Salam guys, back with another video for you guys. I just want to say thank you for all the lovely comments on the previous video. Like I said, it was my first time doing a video on my own, not with my brother here, and you know, surprisingly you guys seem to love it. The comments were amazing, so yeah, that's just a thank you for me to you guys. And the amount of people that said to me it's not punctuality, it's grammar. Apologies, that goes to show about my English, but yeah, just bear with, I'm trying to get there. But yeah, this video is going to be of the American Pit Bull Terrier, Apbt, whatever it's called, the game dog, whatever you like, all this misinterpretation the dog has as the most vicious dog and all this yada. We're going to get down to it today to see whether this dog is right for you. And I'm going to switch the style up a little bit in this video. The next few videos I'm going to be going back and forth, and I just want you guys to drop a comment down below which style you prefer. The 𝐾𝐭 being the way we've done it. Now this one, I mean sorry, not the 𝐾𝐭, the 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐞 video being how it is. Now I'm going to do this one. So let me know what you guys think. So the way I'm going to do it now is I'm going to break it up into categories. We're going to talk about size of the dog, the price, so this includes the food cost, coverage and whatever. We're going to talk about social skills, trainability. That's I don't even know if that's a real word. How easy they are to train, and I'll make the last one up like this. My first time doing it, so when I break it up into these little categories, I'm gonna rate it out of 5 for you guys. So size. In terms of size, it's a small dog. It's a big dog in a small dog's body. That's what I like to say. The true pit is, again, I could be butchering this because I'm not no expert on the breed. This is just what we know and what we've been told from those who are in the game who know about the pit inside and out. From size, a true pit can get anywhere as small as 15 kilo. I don't know what that is in pounds. I know a lot of people work in pounds. I don't know. It's kilos for me, so unfortunately you're gonna have to do the comparison. 15 kilos, average up to about 24 kilo, and then they call it a catch weight pit, or I think, if I'm right in saying, it can get slightly larger up to max, I think, about 28 kilo, and that is a big pit. That is very strong, very strong. But do not let the size of this dog fool you. And just because I'm saying these small numbers and you're going to be compared to listening to 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐷s being upwards of 80, 𝐿𝐵𝐷s, 𝐾𝐿s and all this, the dog has stupid strength to it. Like, for example, walking, I say you need to be of size and strength to hold a dog like a 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐷s or 𝐾𝐿s, these livestock dogs. With the pit, you have to have strength. It's a different sort of pull compared to what that sort of dog does. These lot like to hunker down really low, squat down with all four and just pull forward. They love it. I personally love it when it happens. I find it amazing how much strength these little things can get out of them. But yeah, you still need to have somewhat strength and, you know, learn to control this dog. And then, like I said, God forbid, on the flip side, it gets into an altercation. With this dog specifically, you need to know what you're doing and able to stop that dog and have enough strength and some cojones on you to just get in there and pull it apart. So for size, I'm someone who likes big dogs. I'm gonna rank the pit in out of 5 for size. I'm gonna put it 3. You can get smaller, you can get bigger, but for me, for what it is, the 3 is perfect for it. In terms of price and cost and whatever of the pit, in my opinion, from the one, like I said, my own one that we used to have, it is more costly to keep it mentally stable, physically stable, and they can cause a lot of mess sometimes, than something like a 𝐾𝐿, for example. In saying this, the small dog it is in terms of food, our little boy Lou, I'm pretty sure my brother can put a picture up, he used to eat about 1.5 kilo of food, and that's the size of him, and he didn't even get worked the way he should have got worked. We wasn't able to give him enough time to how he was used or what he should have been. But yeah, if put on a proper diet, and you know, if you want to get into putting like the supplements when it comes to fish oils, little bits and bobs like the vitamins, the supplement bites you can get, it can tally up quite a lot if you want to look after them properly. But it is worth it because you see the dog come out of it that's supposed to come out. You don't see the the lazy, the moody, annoyed version of that dog, to say the least. It needs a lot of toys, in my opinion, to keep it mentally going. Our boy, like I said, you give him a toy, he'll play with it for hours. He did not want to stop there. They just want to play non-stop. So yeah, a lot of toys that you will go through for this sort of breed. Again, cost-wise, if you're in a financial position, again, I always say that if you're in a financial position to get one, they're amazing dogs to have. If you're struggling with finances, or you know, it may take a step into your pocket a bit too much, it's not the end of the world. It's not a dog that needs that much, but if you want it to live the happiest, you know, and fullest life it should, in my opinion, I'd probably avoid it, just because the total can add up for it. But yeah, out of 5 for me, I'd say cost effectiveness wise, again, it's a 3. There's worse, there's better, there's worse. So yeah, I'll put it at 3 out of 5. This, I didn't even mention this category, energy levels. The amount of energy, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for energy, or 1 out of 5 in terms of how much energy, if depending on which way you want to take it. This dog is like a yo-yo. They can ping back and forth non-stop as long as you're willing to give them the time and effort to play. They don't want to stop. They want to keep playing, going, running, walking, pulling, playing tug, whatever, and it's the most adorable thing you'll ever see. It's amazing, it's lovely. It's probably, from all the dogs we've had, the most energetic, on par actually, I should say, with another breed that we'll do in the future. On par with energetic, stamina, just the willingness to carry on going. Yeah, it's definitely up there. So just take that into consideration if you've got the time to put into it. They need a couple hour walks a day. On top of that, in my opinion, a lot of play time when it comes to tug, mental stimulation, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just take that into consideration if you are looking to get one. The next one is, we'll do the trainability one, if that's a word, or how easy they are to train. They are very smart dogs, very screwed on dogs, very easily trainable as well, in my opinion. Our little boy, I didn't, again, put the time into him to do all the training stuff, but what we did train him, or taught him to do, he picked it up like that. They're very easy, simple. They're very treat, or I don't want to say they're very food orientated, but they're not at the same time. But when it comes to training, for treats, they'll love it, or for their favorite toy, they'll do anything. So just take that into consideration as well. They are very easy trainable. They can get stubborn sometimes, but very rarely. Again, I'm just being honest with how I think of them. Very rarely this happens. I know you lot will have your take, whether you think more or less. But my overall summary, I'd give them a 4 out of 5 when it comes to how easy they are to train. And yeah, as long as you're willing to put that time and effort into it, you'll have an amazing response back from the dog. Last one is how social the breed is. This is a bit of a touchy topic, in my opinion, especially with, I know with all the articles you'll see of XLs getting lingered onto the name of the pit and everything. It's all false information, in my opinion. A true pit is, in my, one of the most well-rounded dogs. And I know a lot of people are like, what? You hear all these news articles or whatever, the pit. It's this dog is, with every dog, it's down to the owner. A true pit, one of these, is not a human aggressive dog. Take that from me, take that from the experts in the game. It is not a naturally human aggressive dog. It should not be lashing out at people. It's a very playful dog. It's the complete opposite. And we've met a lot now in our time of traveling, both everywhere, the staffies in the UK that we've met, countries that we've visited, we've met a lot. And from every time we've spoken to these owners, people have been there for years and years. It's not an aggressive dog to people. It's very playful. It loves affection. It's what happens when the person on the opposite side receiving this affection doesn't realize it's affection off the dog, and they are not someone who should be around the dog, in my opinion, and they get panicked, they get worked up, they start jittering around, trying to push the dog off. That will then slowly start to alter that dog's mind from play to, is this now person trying to hurt me? At the end of the day, it's a dog. Yeah, it can only think so much. So that's when you see all these issues happen. Our dog, I've got a lot of little cousins, not gonna say names. 4 out of the 5 were perfect. I told them, do not, if the dog's fine, he's gonna come up, jump on you, want pets, cuddles, everything. They were cuddling, playing with him. The last one, unfortunately, started getting a bit jittery, and I seen the switch in the dog, so thankfully, like I said, I was there. Quickly just grabbed him. Kid went to the other side. The dog was fixated onto the kid, and then quickly the other kids were around him perfect fine, but none of them were jittery around the dog. So yeah, I think it's a lot of human error for this breed, and it gets portrayed onto the breed, unfortunately. Yeah, how social they are with people, like I said, in my opinion, very good. Just don't put someone stupid in front of the dog. With other dogs and animals, however, not the best. If young brought up, you know, if you bring them up around other dogs and animals from young, then yes, it's fine. But they can have a switch where once, let's say, if a dog's attacked them, for example, and this happens with a lot of dogs, but with these dogs, it can happen a lot quicker. If they've been attacked or if they've had a negative interaction with another dog before, it can just linger and stay. So that dog does not want to be friendly with other dogs or whatever. Because they have such a high prey drive, when they see stuff like squirrels, birds, it's like ADD or whatever, it's like you're walking them in one line, they see it, they'll go that way. They see it going that way, they'll go that way. It's funny in my opinion. Like I said, if you know how to control the dog, it's a funny thing to watch. But yeah, they're out for how social they are. I'd put them at a 2 to 3. Again, this unfortunately I'm just gonna put down to a lot of human error that causes mishaps. When it comes to the fatalities, you see dog attacks, all this yada, it's all human error in my opinion. And yeah, that's that dog there. But yeah, those are the 5. Like I said, I don't know what the average would be out of all this, 3 and a bit maybe out of 5. Me personally, I love the breed. Like I said, we have one, or we used to have one. If you're a first-time dog owner, avoid this dog. I know it may be small, they can be cute and whatever, but it's a dog that will need a lot of attention when it comes to training it mentally and physically. You need to be able to read body language, in my opinion, as well, for the dog. If you want to learn, God forbid, anything's about to kick off, you need to know when to stop it, even before that switch kicks in the dog's head, before he even does anything. You need to be able to stop it. So for a first-time dog owner, I do not recommend this dog at all. If you've got experience with dogs, any sort, obviously not the little dogs like Chihuahuas, Jack Russells, not even Jack Russells, I'd say Chihuahuas, the Yorkies and whatever, avoid it. But if you've got experience upwards of that, dogs bigger, around the same size, Staffies, some terrier dogs as well, because of the prey drive that they have, I do recommend this dog heavily. They're great around family, they love kids. Like I said, they're great family dogs. They can get very protective over families if trained to. If you know, put them in training, they'll pick up on it very quickly. And yeah, it's a great dog in my opinion. But again, if you're watching, I cannot make the decision for you. I'm going to say this in every video. I cannot make that decision for you. This is down to you to do your, like I said, own research. Take this video on board with you, watch more videos, go see the dogs in person. Go, you know, visit the kennels or the shelters or wherever you're going to be getting the dog from. See the puppy, see if you have a bond with the puppy, and see if that puppy has a bond back with you. Because sometimes it may be a case of you may like this puppy, for example, but it may not like you back. I've always said this, it's a two-way thing. If you're able to see the dog in person and the puppy in person before purchasing it, highly recommend you go see mom, dad, go see the puppy and see what's best for you. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think of that style of video, to be fair. I think it's easier for me, like I said, I'm still new to it. But if I break these categories down for you, like, at least it gives you an understanding. If there's any other categories you want to see, like I said, drop them down in the comments and I'll be sure to, or hopefully my brother's back as well onto videos. We'll both be putting them down in the videos for you lot, so you know the proper ranking system. But yeah, man, hopefully you enjoyed. Inshallah, I'll catch you next time for the next one. I think for the next one, we're gonna do either a Central Asian Shepherd or a Dogo. You let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and yeah, we'll keep it moving. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever else you gotta do, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. Allah Hafiz.